How you doing there? Welcome back to Babylon Talmud. Today we're studying Daf Ayin Daled, Daf 74 of Masechta BavaBasra. Daf Ayin Daled is another parsimonious daf in Masechta BavaBasra. We're going weiter in the shtiklach from Rabbi Bar Chana, very, very out there, and I think I'm going to stop today a little bit high up. But we're going to stop by the Leviyoson. The Leviyoson, I think we're going to start with that tomorrow, and I think we're going to do that. So I don't think it'll be a particularly long daf, just these shtiklach. I think yesterday we did the first 11 out of 21. We're going to wrap them up today. All right. So we're going to start on Daf Ein Gimel Mud Beis. What did we get up to? I think we got up to the parentheses, about 5, 6, 7 or so lines from the bottom of Ein Gimel Amid Beis. One time we were traveling in the desert, and a certain Arab came, connected with us, and he was with us. And that he would chop a shtickle dirt and he would give it a shmef. A shmef or a shmek? What's a shmek? A shmek. What's a shmef? No, a shmef, right? What's the difference between a shmef and a shmek? A shmek. I feel like maybe a shmek means a little bit and a shmef means a shmef. Maybe neither one means what I think it means. That's also very possible. Just like the fact that I want to say that what he did, that he would take a shmef of the dirt and see if it was parsimonious or not. That is the word, right? Parsimonious. Let's see. Let me confirm that this is the word that I don't know that I'm using anyways. Parsimonious. Yep. That is the word that I don't know and that I'm using. So he would take a shmef from the dirt, and based on how parsimonious it was, he would say, he would instruct, and he would give it a shmef, and he would say, plan. He would say, okay, so basically some people look at Google Maps, he would just take a handful of dirt and give it a shmef, and he would say, okay, that away. And if you want to go to plan, that away. Plansk. Who knows what Plansk is? Plansk is where David Ben Gurion was born. In Plansk. So we said, all right, how far away are we from water? Shmef guy. And he said, well, give me a shtickle earth, I'll tell you. We gave him earth. And he said, Tamne parse, 8. We are 8 parsas from water. Then a little bit later on, we gave him another clump of dirt. He said, we're 3 parsos away. And then we pulled a quick one. We switched around the dirts to see if he would get tricked up. And no, he knew what he was talking about. He would give a shmef, and he would tell you exactly which sample was the closer one, which was the farther one. Omar li ta'ach bilach meise midbar. So now this Arab says to Rabbi Bar Chana, he says, look, come, I will show you all of the Yidden who died in the desert. Azli chazisinu, so I went, chazisinu, I saw them. Vidami kiman de mibasme viganu aparkid. And it looked like they were fashnikit, and they were lying on their backs. And one of the people, his knee was up, it was like knee was bent, I guess. And he was basically like the sort of like inverted V that it created by the bent knee was so large that the Arab was able to go underneath, go through it, go like underneath this like V, up inverted V of his knee. That rhymes. Velo nogabe. Where am I? Where am I? And he was able to pass underneath his knee. Ki rochiv gamla, while riding on a camel. V'zekifa rumche, with his spear upright. Velo nogabe, and he did not touch the guy's knee. Paske chada kaina de tchelto d'chad minayu, and then says Rabbi Bachana, I chapped the corner of somebody's arba kanfis. I chapped a shtickle from one of these peoples, these dead people, from one of their tzitzis. But then we were unable to go weiter, to move forward. Omarli, so the Arab says to me, Dilma shakat midi minayu, is it possible that maybe you chapped that piece from the dead people? So Ahadre, and he says, if you did, give it back, return it to Gmire, because we have a tradition, that if anybody takes epis from these dead people, you can't go weiter. So as the Adarte, so I returned the shtickle from the tzitzis. And then we went weiter, continued going weiter. When I came before the rabbis, Amruli, they said to me, Kol Abba Chamra, V'chol Bar Bar Chana Sichso. So apparently Rabbi Bar Bar Chana's real name was Abba. So Abba is foolish like a donkey. V'chol Bar Bar Chana, and Bar Bar Chana, who's the same, Rabba and Bar Bar Chana is the same person. Sichsa is foolish. How come you chap the shtickle from the tzitzis? It was to know if the halacha is like Besham and Basil, that apparently we're going to learn in Menachis. Well, we got some time till Menachis, probably like 2 years till Menachis, maybe even more. Wait, we have less than 3 years left, so it's probably about 2 years till Menachis. Probably like in 2 years we'll probably be learning Menachis. Bezer Hashem. So Ike Beisil, right? So apparently there's a machlekes there. Is tzitzis 4 double strings or 3 double strings? We have Beis Shammai says 4, Beisil says 3. We pass them like Beis Shammai there, right? We have 8 strings in the tzitzis, 4 double ones. So Iboile limimne chutin v'limimne cholios nu. So Rabbi Bachana, before returning it, if you wanted to know what the halacha is, like what were they actually doing in the midbar? What did their tzitzis look like? So you should have sort of studied it before returning it. Omali, so the Arab says to me, Ta achvilach har Sinai, come, I will show you Mount Sinai. Azli, so I went Chazoi, and I saw the Hadrele Akriva, that it was surrounded by scorpions. Vekaima kichamre chivarte, and they were like they were standing there looking like white donkeys. Shamaiti basko shomeres, and I heard a heavenly voice saying, "Oy li, woe is to me, shenishbaiti, that I swore, ma'achshav shenishbaiti mi meferli." And now that I swore, who can be made for it? So. Be'etzim, what it means is that the Eibishter was having, he was saying, "Oy vavoy, that I swore that the Yidden were going to be exiled, but now that I swore that the Yidden are going to be exiled and have troubles, who can be made for my shvuah?" So ki asoy lekami de Rabbanan, says Rabbi Bachana, when I came before the rabbis, Amruli, they said to me, Kol Abba Chamra l'chobar Bachana sichsa, that Abba is foolish like a donkey, and Bar Bachana, and these are both references to Rabbi Bar Bachana, Sichsa is foolish. No, you should have said to the Eibishter Mufrlach, that your shvuah is done. But Rabbi Bar Bachana thought maybe the shvuah that the Baskol was talking about was the shvuah never to bring a flood again. So Rabbi Bar Bachana didn't want to be made for that. But the rabbi said, no, obviously that's not the shvuah that the Baskol was referring to, because then why would it say oily, woe is to me? I mean that's a good shvuah. Omali, the Arab says to me, Ta'ach ve'loch balui de koirach. I will come and I will show you all the people that got swallowed up by the earth by Korach. Chazoi trei bizei. I saw that there were two cracks in the earth. Va'avuka mafke kutra, and there was smoke coming out, emanating from these cracks. Chakol givava de amra. He took a clump of wool. Ve'amshina b'maya, soaked it in water. Vida atzisa be'rosha de rumcha, and he put this wet clump of wool at the top of a spear. And he then lowered it into the crack in the earth. And when he took out the spear, the wool was all charred. Omar Li, and the Arab said to me, Atzis my shmois, listen, what do you hear? V'shamois, and says Rabbi Bachan, I heard Davu Amorin, that they said Meishe v'seirose emes, that Moses and his Torah are true, v'hein badoyin, and that they are wrong. Omar Li, and this Arab says to me, Kotlos yomi, every 30 days, mahadilu gehenim, hell stirs them up, lehacha, to overhear, kibasu b'kalachas, like meat that gets stirred in the pot, ve'amrei achi, and they say, Moshe v'seirosei emes v'hein badoyin, that Moses and his Torah are true, and they are wrong. The Arab says to me, come, I will show you, it's not, I guess, the horizon, right? I will show you where the heaven and the earth kiss each other. Shakalto lisiltoi. So when we got there, I took my basket, asnachto bekavso dereki, and I guess there were windows over there, that where heaven meets the earth, there are windows, and I put my basket in one of the windows over there. Adamatzlina, when I went to daven, and I got back, I davened and I came back to retrieve my basket, but it was gone. Aminale. So it says to the Arabs, there are thieves over here. Omar Li says to me, Hi Galgula Durakia, who Dehoder. He says, no, that's just the orbit, the somehow the sky kind of moving and going in circles kind of thing. So Nitar L'Macher, if you wait 24 hours, you'll find it again. Basically, you stayed here, but it kept moving. If you come back tomorrow, it'll be back again. Rabbi Yechanan says, one time I was traveling on a boat, I saw a fish. The apke l'reisha miyama, and the fish poked its head out of the water. V'damyon ene ketrei siare, and its eyes were like two full moons. V'nofutz mayim mitarte zime, and water was pouring out of its nostrils. Ketrei mavre de Surah, like the two rivers of Surah. Rav Safa says, Zimna Chada, one time I was on a boat, v'chazina now covered the afke l'reisha, I saw a fish that poked out its head. Miyama, from the water, v'avalei karne, and the fish had horns. V'chokik olei, and it was etched into the horns. Ana birya kalish bayom, I am a small fish, I am a small creature of the sea. V'avino tlas mea parse, and yet I am 300 parses long. V'azilna lefuma did liviyosin, and I am on my way to go to be a meal, to be eaten by, consumed by the Leviathan, the Leviathan, which we're going to learn about. I think we'll probably get to it tomorrow, I think. Amr Vashi says, Izo Diyama, that is what's called the Izo Diyama, the Bechisha, that it searches for food, for Isla Karne, and it has horns. Rabbi Yechanan says, one time we were traveling on a boat, and we saw a chest. Dehavu ka mikabe ba avonim tovis umargolios. We saw a chest that had in it very precious stones and pearls. V'hadri lo mine dekavri demakri karsha. And surrounding the chest, however, were these fish that are called karsha fish. Karsha fish. Nachis bar Amorais, a diver, went down La Asuya to go and chop the chest. However, Viragash, one of the fish, sensed that there was an imposter, an intruder. Uvar l'shamte le'atme, and the fish wanted to chop the thigh of the diver, to push it, rip off the diver's thigh. V'shada zika dechala, and he threw a container, a wineskin of some kind of skin bottle of vinegar, vinachas, and that kind of and that did the trick to get the fish away from him. Nafak Paskala Omarlon, and a heavenly voice emanated and said to us, "My islichu, what are you all doing by the kaitelisa de devisu Rab Chanina ben Dosa? Oh, what are you doing with the chest of the wife of Rab Chanina ben Dosa?" I'm telling you, it was inevitable. It was inevitable. I mean, these stories are so out there. It was inevitable that Rab Chanina ben Dosa was going to be involved somehow. What are you doing with the chest of the wife of Rab Chanina ben Dosa? The asida de shaja tchelto ba litzadik l'amod asa, that she's going to put tchelis in it for the tzadikim in the world to come. I have no clue what that means. Rav Yehuda Hindua, Rav Yehuda the Ethiopian, Mishtai, he said, Zimno chada hava azlina besfinta. One time we were on a boat. V'chazina event hava dava hodir la tanino. We saw that there was like a valdiga gem, but it was being surrounded by a sea monster. Roar. Nachas by Maroi lasuya. So a diver went down to chap the gem. Also, Tanino, the sea monster, came, and it wanted to destroy to sink the boat. Also, Pishkanso Paskilareshe, but a female raven came and plopped off the sea monster's head. Isapichu mai babudoma, and all the water was then filled with the blood of the monster. Also, Tanina Chave, but then another sea monster came, Shakle, and took the gem, Vitalile, and hung it from the neck of the dead monster. Vichaya, and the dead monster came back to life. Hadar also Kabai Bal Lisfinta, and once again the undead sea monster was threatening to sink the ship. Hadar also Tzipra, but then the raven came back, Nochamo, Paskil Reshe, and once again replopped off the sea monster's head. Shaklua Le'ai Even Tavio, and then we took this gem, Shadua Lisvinta, we threw it onto the boat, Havahani Tzifre Meliche Baidan, and we had with us salted birds, I guess to preserve them for eating. Osvinu Alai, we put the gem on the salted birds, and they came to life. Shaklua, they took the gem after all of that. Ufarchulu Baida, and they flew away with it. My oh my! Now that one was out there. Eliezer Reb Yeshua, there was a Maisi with Eliezer and Reb Yeshua, Yuboin Basfina, they were traveling on a boat. Eliezer Yoshin. Eliezer was shlufing. Rabbi Yeshua was awake. Nizdaiza Rabbi Yeshua v'niner. Rabbi Eliezer. Rabbi Yeshua got all shooken up, and Rabbi Eliezer awoke. V'niner Rabbi Eliezer. Omar le Rabbi Eliezer says to Rabbi Yeshua, Mazeh Yeshua, what happened? Pneiman Nizdazaita, what shook you up? Omar le Rabbi Yeshua says, Mar Gadol Raisi Bayom. I saw a great light in the sea. Omar lo. Rabbi Eliezer says to Rabbi Yeshua, Shema, perhaps, Einov Shalivyoson Ra'isa. Maybe you saw the eyes of the Leviathan. The Apostle says, Einov Ka'afape Shachar, that its eyes are like the eyelids of the morning. Amar Vashi Zavasha, Amar Li, Huna Bar Nosen said to me, Zimna Chada, one time, Avakazlinan b'Madra, we were traveling in the desert, Ba'avoy, Atma de Bisra Baidan, we had with us a hunk of meat. Pasachna, we cut it open, Nakrina, and we removed whatever nerves and things we had to remove. The Giranoshe, Ve'anchana A'isbe, and we put it on some herbs, I guess. Adamaisinon Tzive, and by the time we came back with some wood, Cholam Atma, the hunk of meat that we had cut open became back to its like original shape, I guess, and form. V'tavinon, and we cooked it. Ki adjon levasar we came back 12 months later. Chazinhu le'anu gumrei. We saw that the coals, the abuka melachshe, the coals were still glowing. Ki asoy lekami, that maybe when I came for a memor Amali, he said to me, Au isba samtre hava hanu gumre dirisma avu, that those herbs were samtre and those coals were risme. Okay. 1 second. I wonder if I should stop here. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, Balion. Maybe so. I might taka stop here because we're gonna start getting into like Livyasan stuff. Let's just like do it all together. We're gonna stop here. But that was it for the Rabbi Bar Bachana shtiklach. I hope you enjoy. Peace out.